Right, let's look at the next form, part the wild horse's mane. This form involves a certain body posture that's going to become very familiar to you. It feels a bit like holding a beach ball of energy in front of your torso.
Think of directions in terms of a clock. Imagine you're standing in the center of a clock and facing 12 o'clock. Then the right side is 3 o'clock. The back is 6 o'clock. To the left is 9 o'clock. And there are 4 corners. The right front corner is 1:30. The rear right corner is 4:30. The rear left corner is 7:30. And the front left corner is 10:30. I'm moving as if I were your reflection. For you, it'll be like looking into a mirror. When I say to you, raise your right arm, you raise your right arm on this side. Remember, it's like looking in a mirror. From the bow step at the end of brush knee, shift your weight onto the left leg, lifting the toes of your right foot and turning them and your body to 12 o'clock. Then turn your body to 10:30 as you shift your weight to the right leg and make a toe step with the left foot. Next, step to 9 o'clock for an empty step, and then shift your weight forward into a bow step. Note, for this form, the body is facing 10:30 at the finish, not 9 o'clock. And the toes of your rear foot, the right foot, adjust to more comfortably face towards 10:30. Be careful that your knee stays above the foot and not in front of it. To complete the other half of this form, shift your weight back onto your right leg. Turn your body and the toes of your left foot towards 12 o'clock. Then turn your body to 1:30 as you shift your weight to the left leg and make a toe step with the right foot. Next, step to 3 o'clock in an empty step. Then shift your weight forwards into a bow step, remembering the body is facing 1:30 at the finish, not 3 o'clock, and the toes of your rear foot, the left foot, adjust to more comfortably face towards 1:30. And always ensure that your knee stays above the foot, not in front of it. Move the left hand across the face to 9 o'clock, like opening a curtain. Your gaze is following your left hand. As you transition into a toe step, scoop the left palm to the abdomen, palm up, and drop the right hand to chest level, palm down. We are facing 12 o'clock. Note this shape. We're often in this shape during Tai Chi practice, as if the arms and hands are holding a big ball of energy. This Qi energy is about the size of your torso, so don't drop your top elbow. Next, rotate the body to face 10:30, and as you move into empty step and then the bow step, raise the left hand to neck level, palm up, at 9 o'clock. Your gaze is following the left hand. Simultaneously, press the right palm down to the side of the hip joint, at about 1 foot away, or 30 centimeters, the length of a school ruler. As we complete the form on the other side, we shift the weight onto the right leg, rotating the body towards 12 o'clock, adjusting the toes of the left foot. And then return the weight to the left leg and move to a toe step with the right foot. As we do so, the left arm takes the top position atop the energy ball. The right hand holds the bottom of it. Next, as you move to empty step and then the bow step, raise the right hand to neck level, palm up, at 3 o'clock. Simultaneously, press the right palm down to hip level. Inhale when you move and scoop the hand holding the energy ball. Exhale while you're parting the wild horse's mane. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Tai Chi movement is non-stop from start to finish. We're breaking it down into bits, of course, to make it easier, but after a lot of practice, you'll get a real sense of the art and appreciate the smooth and fluid, moving meditation. And you'll get a real feel for the flow. Well, in the next tutorial, we'll take a look at wave hands in clouds, or just cloud hands for short. And I'll see you then.